What's up, guys? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you another live stream here in February. And this is going to be my AEW Dynamite for February 2nd, 2022 review. I don't know what it is. This date has been messing me up. At work today, I had to write this date a bunch of times, and I kept putting an extra 2 in the date. I know that's coming up soon. So maybe when February 22nd happens, I might put 3 2s in the date. I don't know, but this is my review for this week's edition of AEW Dynamite. And I will say this, man. MJF and CM Punk showed us what main event wrestling should look like. And this is why I like AEW. This is why I love AEW sometimes, man. They don't need to rely on a pay-per-view to give me a pay-per-view quality match. You know, it's refreshing to see feuds either prolonged or end on television. It's nice knowing that, hey, when I watch something on a Wednesday night, when I watch a wrestling show, I get a good quality match. It's kind of like with the UFC. The UFC, they have their pay-per-views where obviously you pay money for it, but then sometimes you get like free cards and the fights are just as good as what you would have paid for on a pay-per-view. And that's what AEW does so well, where it's like, hey, you know what? I have no problem giving these guys $60 all the time when they have to do a pay-per-view because, man, these Dynamite episodes, sometimes they could just have a match that is just really, really good pay-per-view quality. But just because one match on the show was pay-per-view quality, it doesn't mean the rest of the show was great. Let's not get confused by that. Yes, MJF and CM Punk was a really wonderful match. It was a great main event. But let's not get confused with that. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's come down from the high, and let's talk about the rest of the show. Jon Moxley took on Wheeler Yuta. Originally, it was supposed to be Brian Kendrick, but then a bunch of stuff about Brian Kendrick's past came up, and Brian Kendrick's no longer on the card. So Jon Moxley go ahead and face Wheeler Yuta. It was kind of odd. This is like Danhausen was one of their big names that they brought in last week. And you figured like, oh, maybe he would get like a segment or something, introduce him to like the common fan of AEW. No, he's just with the best friends now. Like that faction just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's like a New Japan faction at this point. They just add members in. You're like, when he joined, it's like, I don't worry about it. That's what it feels like nowadays with the best friends gimmick. But this match was fine. It was really just there to get Jon Moxley back on Dynamite, which I'm all for. But what was even better was our GOAT, our Lord and GOAT Savior, Bryan Danielson. Oh, he came out there with his white t-shirt, his joggers, his Nike, what's it called? What are those things called? Alien shoes, whatever he was wearing, his recyclable shoes. That's what his hippie shoes. He came out there and he cut a promo. And he was hyping himself of a matchup between Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson. I mean, if you've been watching Rampage, that's what they've been kind of building up. This Danielson might be facing Moxley. Heck, before Moxley went into rehab, it was going to be Danielson versus Moxley at the pay-per-view. That's where we felt we were going. But instead, Danielson goes, there was a point in time I wanted to face you. But really, to be honest, man, you and me, we should team up. And I was smiling ear to ear. I was like, oh my God, I love this. And then Danielson's selling it to Moxley. Oh, he's just selling it. He's just telling him like, oh yeah, man, go ahead and, we can get Wheeler Yuta out of that goofy faction. We can go ahead and save Leah Moriarty from doing flips. We can get Daniel Garcia away from those goofs called 2.0. Like, we could make a faction, you and me. We can build this thing. And I was just like, oh my God, this is great. Bryan Danielson is trying to form his own little faction. He's trying to form his own little main event mafia. And here's the thing. I know I don't have the biggest audience in the world, but I feel like I have a good idea. You guys, if some AEW intern finds this, whisper it to Brian Danielson. Sorry, I apologize, Goat Danielson. Call this faction the Fed. Lead into the fact that you have that hardcore AEW fan base that calls WWE the Fed. And then make it where Bryan Danielson is like a parody version of Vince, where he keeps telling Moxley these ideas. And Moxley's just like, hey, it's working. I might as well do it. And these younger guys keep saying, hey, Danielson, you said this would happen and nothing has happened. And he just goes up to them and he goes, plans have changed. Just call it the Fed. Just think about it. Just Danielson, Moxley. Maybe you go ahead and you grab a Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes ends up joining the Fed. And then you have like the young guys there. And the young guys, instead of being the main focus, the main focus are still the older guys. That right there. Well, I'll give you money, AEW. I will say, you know what, AEW? You want my money? You want my money? Here's my money, AEW. You want more money? Here's my money, AEW. You can have my money if you call this faction the Fed. I will buy every variation of the Fed t-shirt there is, just because it would be hilarious. You're playing up to those hardcore AEW fans that love to call WWE the Fed. Oh, it's the Fed. Look at the Fed. And then you just kind of make fun of it, and you just have the younger guys be like, yo, when's it our turn? And Bryan Danielson is just making fun of them. Do it. Just do it. Guys like Lee Moriarty, Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta. These three guys have been, people love these guys. People have been high on these three individuals for quite some time. They've been saying that, hey, these are the future of AEW, and you got to start using them at some point to prove it. But they're not ready to, win titles. So why not put them in this situation? Why not have it where you have Bryan Danielson teach them a thing or two? So that's why, to me personally, I really like the idea of, just go ahead, make a faction. I feel like this is better than Moxley versus Bryan. I would like a two-man power trip in AEW, to be honest, but that's just me. But I thoroughly enjoyed that Bryan Danielson promo. I was saying yes, yes, yes. Where was this guy in WWE? Where was this Bryan Danielson? This guy needed to exist. Thank God. Thank God he came to AEW, man, because we don't appreciate Bryan Danielson enough, man. We don't appreciate it enough. But oh, man. You know what? The Brandy Rhodes and well, Dan Lambert. I drew a blank because I'm trying to think of this. It was such a mess. Oh my God. I am not going to say anything about the cheap brand officer. I'm not. I'm just going to say this, and then we can move on. Some people aren't meant for TV. That's it. Some people are not meant for TV. That's all I am going to say about the segment. Now we'll move on to the tag team match between the House of Black versus 2/3 of Death Triangle. It was fine. It was there. It was solid, and House of Black won. Okay, cool. Jungle Boy and Street Clothes get beaten up by the Ass Boys. Okay, that's fine. And then Ruby Soho versus Nyla Rose. It was just another match to get Nyla Rose over, which I don't see. I don't get it. Right now, AEW's problem is they don't have enough babyface women to face their two heel women champions. They have two heel women champions, but yet their babyface women are all losing. Ruby Soho's losing. Chris Statlander is not really in a position. Ty Conti mostly wrestles on Dark. Anna Jay just had a title match. Julia Hart. You get what I'm saying? Like, all their women that should be used to, actually, push the title, they're not being used at all. These women are just losing to everyone that are heels. Like Nyla Rose has won this week. Last week, legit Layla Hirsch won. And then a week before that, Serena Deeb won. Who are we building up to face Britt Baker? Who are we building up here? I know this is for me, when I do my reviews, I don't like to compare AEW and WWE because I try to treat them as general differences, because that's just how a review should be. We shouldn't compare the two companies. But I will find it absolutely hilarious if I see fans defending, oh, it's heel versus heel in AEW because of the ranking system, but in WWE it makes no sense when it's heel versus heel. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I don't like comparing the two companies too much because they each have their own differences. But yeah, it just made no sense. There was a bunch of other stuff that happened, like Adam Cole challenged someone to a Rampage match. I didn't really pay attention. Jay Lethal's going for the FTW title on Rampage, and yeah. Andrade, he's trying to recruit Darby Allin. We didn't really get any follow up on that. I saw someone's tweet that Andrade thinks Danhausen is Darby Allin, which would be funny, but I don't know. Then you would make Andrade just look like a complete idiot. So why would you want to do that? I don't think Andrade would sign on for something like that, right? To think he's a complete idiot and stuff. By the way, let me go say hi to the chat before we get to the main event. What's up, Degenerate Sharingan? What's up, Jackhammer City? What's up, Venom Hernandez? Oh, he was wearing Air Max Vapors, was Brian Danielson. He was wearing like a Next Nature brand. He was wearing one of the recyclable Nikes. That's what, because like I noticed the colorway and I was like, man, that looks like a recyclable version. I thought he was wearing those space hippie ones. What's up, Ronan Ghost? He says the only thing he liked was during the episode was John Moxley versus Wheeler Yuta, Brian Danielson offering the partnership, the team of a creative faction, and MJF versus CM Punk. Yeah, that seems like what everyone liked. What's up, Carrie and George? What's up, Jinzel Jector? What is up, Hellcat? And what is up, Jogon King? By the way, questions will be answered after the end of the review. Please do not send in questions. I will not read them during the review. You all should know this by now. And also, don't get mad if I don't respond to you right away when I'm in the review. Just know sometimes, man, when I'm reviewing and I'm flowing, I can't stop and say hi to everyone. I can't be like, hey, guys, hey, I got to keep my flow going. You get what I'm saying? So normally before like a bigger match or two, I'll give out the shout outs to the people that are in the chat. By the way, if you're still in here, leave the video a big old thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Anyways, it is time for the main event of the evening, which was CM Punk versus MJF. Absolutely incredible matchup between these two individuals. I thoroughly enjoyed CM Punk versus MJF. I thought it was such a great matchup between these two individuals. My only complaint about the matchup was that weird false finish where MJF won via the choke and then they restarted the match. And then I was thinking to myself, oh, great. Here comes another. Well, MJF was in a big match, but he has to lose, but we have to make him look good so he can win this as well, yada, yada, yada. I thought it was going to lead to that. I really did. So then afterwards, MJF and CM Punk restarts. The crowd actually got picked up again once the match restarted. Punk goes ahead and beats up MJF. The crowd was going hot for this. CM Punk was pulling everything out of the book. He pulled out like a John Cena STF. He was selling his arm and his knee really, really well. He did the Pepsi plunge. It was one of those things that I was just like, man, this match is really good. Now, where's the meat and potatoes? Because this main event, it like Hangman Page cut like a 2-second promo, and then this main event happened. And this main event happened at my time, 6:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's when the main event happened for me. So I was like, oh, man, are they really going to go 40 minutes? Something crazy has to happen here. So I was waiting and I was waiting for that something crazy to happen. And then Wardlow came out. And it was right after Excalibur because the time was getting crunched. The time was really getting close because it was like 6:53, 6:54. And I was like, man, when's the finish to this match? I don't even know. And Excalibur had to say, hey, we'll stay with this match until the end unless we need to. And I was saying, okay, this is when the match is going to end. Because whenever AEW says that, that means the match is about to end. And you could tell that this finish, they were kind of like, wrap it up, wrap it up. I could imagine Tony in the back yelling, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Like just freaking out or something. Because they were like, okay. Because we didn't get a lot of simmer. We didn't get a lot of simmer on some of that meat in the end. And so what happened was Wardlow comes out, steps over MJF, stare down CM Punk. We think, oh, this is it. This is when Wardlow is going to turn heel. This is when Wardlow is going to, not turn heel, turn face. Wardlow and MJF, revolution. This is it. But instead, he lets Punk do his business. Punk picks up MJF and rolls him back in the ring. MJF gets that Dynamite Diamond ring, and bam, we see on the replay, Wardlow gave out the alley-oop to MJF, and MJF surprisingly wins 1, 2, 3 clean. Good shit. Absolutely good shit. Like I said, the finish felt a little bit like, speed it up there. We got to get to the Go Big Show. But other than that, good effing shit. This is why I like watching AEW Dynamite. This is why I enjoy AEW Dynamite. I may have my complaints, but that's just me as a fan. That's just me as someone who's reviewing the product. I review the product as a lapsed wrestling fan. That's how I review the product. If you don't like it, you can always leave. I review the product as someone who's pretty much now a big time casual. For me, I love what AEW does on a week in, week out basis when they give me a match like this. I just want good quality wrestling, and I want it done right, and I want the story to be told right. Did the MJF and CM Punk feud go on a little bit too long? Yes, it went on a little bit too long. But when we got to the match itself, did it execute? Yes, it executed, and it was a good ass match. I enjoyed this match. I will say that this match was awesome to me. And to me personally, I am glad that they're going down this route. Will it lead to MJF versus Punk at Revolution? Is MJF next in line for Hangman Page? Because let's be real, Lance Archer is not beating MJF next week on Dynamite, or Hangman Page on Dynamite next week. But that's another example of what I'm talking about. We're going from this week where we had Punk versus MJF as a main event to next week where we have an AEW title match. Once again, giving us a pay-per-view quality match that necessarily probably wouldn't need to be on pay-per-view anyways for free, which I appreciate and I enjoy. Do they always hit home runs with these? No. But do I appreciate it? Yes. I appreciate when we get good quality TV. But that being said, this episode of Dynamite was just carried by CM Punk and MJF and one opening promo. Everything else action-wise was just kind of like, you know, it was to build stuff, but it wasn't like anything meaningful. Like you're not missing anything about House of Black versus 2/3 of Death Triangle. You're not missing anything from Nyla Rose versus Ruby Soho. Like, these are basic matches where it's like, okay, yeah, we knew who was winning type of thing. Wheeler Yuta and John Moxley, you're definitely not missing anything there, okay? So that's why I'll have to say this episode of AEW Dynamite, a lot of people will just look at the Punk and MJF main event, say, this is it. This was awesome. This is what you need to watch. This show was great. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. One match show. Just watch that one match. Catch the highlight of Danielson cutting a promo. Avoid that cheap brand officer promo. And you're set Gucci to go. AEW Dynamite this week was a very solid show. And I'll leave it at that. Anyways, let's see what you guys have to say. Dejaron Sharing is shocked hearing the Pepsi plunge. So he just used it. Like, there was no build-up towards it. He just used it in the match because he didn't even use the GTS in this match. He just used the Pepsi plunge. No, Tony was saying, okay, to finish match. Oh, wait, we still have 50 minutes left. Oh, no, what about the finish? Don't finish it. Sounds like I missed a lot with tonight's episode. If you didn't watch the main event, I will say go back and watch the main event, especially if you're someone who's a big fan of both of these guys. You'll like the main event. The main event was really good. I really liked the main event. It's probably one of the best TV matches you'll see in quite some time, to be honest. It's probably like, if I'm going to be real here, maybe like my fourth favorite AEW match. I'm going to be real with that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, they can be all Elite Wrestling related. They can just be life related, anything related. Just leave them in the comment section down below. I'm going to leave this Q&A a little bit short because I got a Q&A that I'm going to be coming on here to do tomorrow. So tonight it's going to be, you know, hey, just ask whatever you guys want for a little bit. We'll stay on for a little bit longer, answer any other questions. If you guys are tuning out because you're done with the review, I appreciate you guys coming and watching my review of this week's episode of Dynamite. Am I peeing? I think he should just use that move in a big match or title match or something. Well, this was a big match. Him and MJF, they've been building this for like months now. Like, when was their first encounter? Let me look up their first encounter. Their first encounter was like December or something. Like, they've been doing this encounter for a minute now. What the heck is this missed call? Dude, there's like some crazy stuff going on, man. There's some crazy stuff going on. There's another VC alert. So, oh my God. Okay, so there's been something going on in the thing. There's been something going on like in my neighborhood. So I've been getting all these calls about it. Okay, cool, perfect. So I guess there was like a crazy a violent individual on the streets, but thankfully my law enforcement here took care of it. See, my area that I live in, it's such a quiet area that if anything happens, our law enforcement, they're on it. They're on it just like that. What was my favorite Raw match from the Ruthless Aggression era? What was your favorite pay-per-view of the Ruthless Aggression era? You're asking me about Raw matches from the Ruthless Aggression era. I could not remember any, dude. If I'm going to choose one, it's just John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, 60 minutes in that UK. That's the only one I can think of off the top of the head. My favorite pay-per-view of the Ruthless Aggression era, it's either SummerSlam 02. If that doesn't count as Ruthless Aggression, fine, I'll choose a different pay-per-view. Let me just think about that. But as of now, it's SummerSlam 02 as my favorite pay-per-view from Ruthless Aggression. How would you improve AEW's reaction in the NBA games? Actually put wrestlers people know. I don't know. I'm not like that genius of a marketer. I can't fix these guys. Featherweight, Connor versus Brian Ortega. Is this confirmed? Non-popular opinion, but I actually like the spinner belt. Yeah, me too. That's why I got it. I wouldn't have got it if I didn't like it. Plus, like, man, I'm not gonna lie. When people see me with the spinner belt, it's a conversation starter, man. It really is, because people need to realize my generation, we what's it called? My generation, we really grew up on like Cena as champ, and a lot of my friends, when they started watching, it was when Cena was champion. So yeah. I just searched the Pepsi Punch. It looked exactly like the Canadian Destroyer and Panama Sunrise from Adam Cole, baby. So it's just a pedigree from the top rope. Damn, Mike of mine. Yeah, you got it tight, man. What is your criteria for the Attitude Era time frame? I literally say Attitude Era is always Montreal Screwjob 1997 Survivor Series all the way to 2002 WrestleMania 18. After that, it goes what's it called? It goes into, golly, why can't I speak? Why can't I think? It goes into Ruthless Aggression. That's how I do it, at least. Who wins between both of them is what I'm asking. Ortega. Sorry, Connor's not winning that fight against Ortega. T-City. You saw what T-City did to Volkanovski, right? Roman Reigns or Hangman Page? I like Roman Reigns more, to be honest. Overall, I think Roman Reigns is better than Hangman Page. By the way, welcome Cleveland and Bat 68. Good number, by the way. I like that 68. I started watching when Taker was champ when he was Big Evil. Oh, yeah. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. We're going in time. Why are you so smart? I'm not smart. You made it many years of college. Well, I got my master's. I'm book smart. I'm not street smart, guys. Okay. I'm just good with the books. I'm not smart at all. Okay. I got my master's, though. I did get my MBA, which was one of my dreams that I accomplished. Now I'm going to try to accomplish another dream by training to become a pro wrestler. Been working out really, really hard. I feel good. Body's not where I want it to be. That's still like food options. That's still me, like, eating certain things that I shouldn't really be eating. But yeah, man. But no, I'm not smart. Y'all are smart. Y'all probably smarter than me, man. Y'all know how to get on YouTube. Y'all found a way to find me and stuff like that. So what do you think, Brian, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Rusev in the main event Mafia type stable? I love it. That is so perfect. Oh my God. You got your Brute and Rusev. You got Cody Rhodes, who can't go for the world title anyways, but he's a TNT champion. Heck, maybe a tag team with him and Miro would be great. We got Brian. We got Punk. Ad Ambrose. Mox. Yeah, that's what I would consider Attitude Era. My AA degree is collecting dust still. Hey, at least you got it. A lot of people don't. Like, the thing is this. I don't think school is for everyone. I always tell people that school is your choice. I don't judge anyone based off like, oh, did you go to school? Like to me, if you're doing something that you are happy with in life, awesome. I personally always wanted a master's because I've seen the opportunities that my family members have gotten with a master's. I've had many aunts, many uncles, my own mom, people who have gotten their MBA/master degree and seen how it made their lives much better and much fruitious with that master's degree, and also gave them a lot more freedom to take risks. Like, my mom was able to take a risk after she got her master's. She was able at one point in time to own her own business, but knowing that, hey, if this failed, I had a backup plan. I had something that most people in my field, which, she does wonderful work in the world of IT, that didn't have. So that's why, to me, when I saw that, I knew that, like, when I was young, that's what I wanted. I wanted that, because now if I take a risk, man, even if I fail, I have good years of experience at work, and I have my master's degree to back it up too. So that's why I like it. But for me, I don't judge anyone based off what they want to do with school. Everyone's different when it comes to school. But I tell people, don't do something you hate. Do something you love. Because then, and a lot of people are like, oh, no, trust me. You will know when you love something. What if Michael Chandler headed into UFC a lot earlier, like 2014? Would he have been the champ? Probably not. That was a pretty stacked 2014. I think he came at the right time. It's a cliche that he says, but I really do think he came at the right time. Do you ever think Adam Cole will be AEW champion? Yeah, I think so. Not this year, maybe next year. At first, I thought this year, but I think he's going to be staged for next year. I think they're trying to gauge like what they're going to do with Adam Cole in the long run, and it seems like he has a bunch of other storylines that he can do with like Omega when he returns, with the Young Bucks and stuff. So yeah. Oh, Uriah Faber gets cooked. I love Faber, but he gets cooked. Trade versus college. That's up to personal preference. Me personally, I always say I prefer college. I think college experience is fine. But if you want to learn a trade, I have nothing against it. But once again, that's up to personal preference. Just don't do a trade and expect, oh, I did this trade, now I can do whatever. No. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. But if you want to go to the trade route, just know it's not as easy as people think. People think, oh, it's easy. I'll do this, and then I'll get the job, and then make a gajillion dollars. But then you end up doing it, and then you pay that place money, and so on and so forth. For me, I do work out, but it's hard to maintain that habit. Yeah, I know. It's like one of those things, man. Like, once you're on a good train, though, man, Jackhammer, once you're on a good train, you won't stop. I tell people all the time, once you get that train going, you won't stop. It's just how it is, man. Hey, they still give TNA pay-per-views from years ago on cable TV as well as regular TNA shows. How come they don't give WWE pay-per-views from years back as well, like WrestleMania 23? I think that's like a WWE content thing. I don't know. I'm not savvy with the cable stuff. I think that's more because WWE has their content exclusively on Peacock. So yeah. Honest thoughts on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a wonderful boxer. One of the top heavyweights you'll ever see in boxing. I think that, a lot of people will say, oh, well, the heavyweight boxing's back. But to me personally, I just feel like if Tyson Fury came when the Klitschko's were running amok, I don't know if Tyson Fury would be the top. If that's my personal opinion. My boy Anthony says, Chase, I think I'd rather see Johnny Gargano go to AEW than Kevin O'Connell being, oh my God, he must be sick. Anthony is the number one AEW hater. And he over here saying that he would rather have Johnny, his favorite wrestler of all time, go to AEW. Oh man, Anthony's sick, man. You must have been watching Gargano versus Ciampa too much, man. Remember when Taker told Brock want to do it after Lesnar to Kane? Oh, that was one of the I'll be honest. There's many interviews that made Ariel Helwani. I think if you ask Ariel Helwani, that would probably be one of his top 3 interviews of all time. In fact, I feel like that was the interview that literally got, his channel. Like, I feel like that was one of the first big interviews. Because keep in mind, when Ariel Helwani was doing his interviews on YouTube, YouTube was still an infant. YouTube wasn't like this big ass platform as it is today. YouTube was still like growing. And so, Ariel would pull good views like 1,000, 2,000. Let's see where's that at? If it's still up online, can you still find that review online? Let me check. Not that review. I mean, can you still find that interview? Because I remember Ariel Helwani, Undertaker, like that interview went crazy when that first happened. That was like one of the first crazy interviews I remember in MMA. Like even my friends were talking about it. Yeah, that has 9.7 million views. 9.7 million views Ariel Helwani and Undertaker got. But at that time, that was at like 2 million views. And when you got something at 2 million views, that was insane at the time. But man, dude, that was crazy. Like after the fight, you thought, oh, is Lesnar going to come back? And Undertaker was doing it. And it was like perfect timing by Ariel too. Like, and also rare thing about that interview too, Undertaker was this was still at the time where Taker would never do like unkayfabe interviews. Like Taker was always kayfabe. So Ariel, when he got that interview with Taker, it was like, holy moly, he got Taker kayfabe. He got Taker as actual Mark Calloway. And then he's over there telling Brock, you want to do this or what? And it was crazy. I think if you ask Ariel, I think that he will say like probably not the best interview quality-wise, but it was one of his most influential interviews. And it was one of the interviews that really helped his channel grow, to be honest. I just want to clarify my question. A young AJ Styles pair in the Ruthless Aggression era. I think he pair as well. I think AJ Styles would be a good US IC champion, but I don't think he would be WWE World Champion, man. My friend tried to offer me getting into trading, and I just got cold feet, and I couldn't do it. I'm good with my 9 to 5 and my side job as well. I always tell people, don't do anything if you don't feel good about it. You know, I tell people, man, trading NFTs, crypto, and stuff. You know, there's those people that will hate on it. They'll yell at you, being like, this is stupid and stuff. I always think people who are always yelling about cryptos and NFTs and stuff, like, look, I ain't gonna talk to you guys about my side businesses. That I do what I need to do, and I make a good living. Okay, I have a good living. Okay, but the thing is this: if you don't like it, it's fine not to like it. I don't care if you love it or stuff. But like the thing is, if you don't feel good about it, don't do it. Trading's cool. I trade stocks. It's awesome. I do well, but it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone to keep up to news about the business that is going on and understanding dividends and everything like that. It's not for everyone. Do I endorse people to try to do it? Yes. I say, hey, if you want to do it, but only if you feel good about it. Don't do anything you don't feel good about. That is my life advice. Working is hard as fuck. Yeah, no, dude. Working is not fun. The world needs another Chase Oliver rant on Seth Rollins like in 2019. Seth Rollins is forced down everyone's throat. When did I say that? Man, you must be smoking something. I didn't say that. No, I feel like that's I feel like that was one of my best rants. Do you have any autographs from WWE superstars, TNA superstars, and AEW superstars? Oh, you know what, Hellcat? What's your Twitter? DM me because you asked a good question, so I'm gonna give you this because I don't want this. So if you guys don't know, I got the shop AEW box, and they gave me an autograph. I do have some autographs. I have a Charlotte autograph and stuff. But you, my friend, get this. I guess. Yeah, we can work it out. I don't know. I'll figure out how to mail. Oh God, it got bent. Never mind. I don't know if you want. Maybe you still want this, but this got bent. But they sent me this in my All Elite box. My look at Anna J autograph. It got bent though. I don't know if you want this. I don't know what to do with this. I don't have any what's it called? I don't know if you want this still or something, or if you like this. I don't know. I have no need for it, but but it's only going to Hellcat if he wants it. I ain't giving it to anyone else because he asked a cool question about the autograph stuff. But yeah, no, I have like a Charlotte autograph. I have something else. I have a couple other autographs. Who wants this, by the way? This is a Nyla roll. Do we have any micro ball? If y'all know people who actually collect these, let me know because I'll give this to someone. I have no need for this, man. I have no need for this micro baller thing and stuff like that. T-shirts I'm keeping because I can resell those. I'm making AEW fans buy my T-shirts. Y'all ain't getting no T-shirts for free. Come on, cuz. I'm reselling those. But yeah, no, there's an autograph right there. There's an autograph right there. I miss Karate Stance Connor. Yeah, that was the good old days. I miss old YouTube too. I miss when we can make our channels feel unique. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the old Chase Oliver channel days, I would always put like the latest WWE pay-per-view poster, and my background would be the WWE pay-per-view poster background. It felt like a MySpace channel back in the day, man. Most entertaining UFC weight classes in terms of hype. Dude, you asked this before, Joggunky. What the? I literally answered this. I said lightweight, featherweight, bantamweight, welterweight, and then heavyweight. I literally just answered that question for you, man. Like not this Q&A, but in a recent Q&A. 2010 YouTube was great, man. Yeah, I like the MTV Spider-Man show. It was good. Where's my fucking gain at? I said, where's my fucking gain at? Nick Gage. Chase, you ever saw Roche Entertainment, the guy who booked it at the Rocket stayed? Yeah, you showed me those videos. I haven't watched all of them, dude. I'm like so behind on like content. It's not even crazy. Just the watching content. I know it's random, but Peyton Royce is a really attractive woman. She is. Hey, Chase, do you know why some people still think Braun actually beat Goldberg for the Universal title at WrestleMania. What the? I know, Jackhammer City. I think you're the only one who I got the same feed that I did and stuff. Yeah, I always remembered like Goldberg said he didn't want the belt anymore. Like, I don't know. Francis versus John Jones. Yep, that'll be good. The t-shirts equal no, Steven, the AEW shop t-shirts, you don't make them gym shirts, bro. You sell them. Wrestling fans buy them. Yeah, okay. Send me a message. What's it called? John De Leon. Oh man, hopefully you don't live out of the country, man. That would cost me a lot of money. Let me see. John De Leon. Yeah, you can send me a message. I think it's just Chase Oliver. Let me see. John De Leon. De Leon. And stuff like that. I don't know where you live, man, but there's a bunch of John De Leons and stuff like that. But my profile picture is me sitting on a throne. So yeah. What's it called? Just send me a message there. You live in Texas? Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I hear a name like that and I say, oh God. But yeah. Just look up Chase Oliver. There's a picture of me wearing sitting on the throne. I'm wearing like all black and stuff like that. So send me a message and we can work something. Well, just send me a message and then you can tell me if you want the autograph or not. I don't know if you really want it, but if you do, maybe the next Shop AEW box, I'll give you the dog. I didn't think it would bend. The old backgrounds from 06, 09. Yeah, dude, that was sick. I love those. Oh, who wins? John Jones. Dude, YWC old days, man. Man, dude, it's tame now. It's tame. Like, all day YWC is dead. Like, back in the day, man, oh, it was crazy, dude. Nowadays, it's just journalists. You know, it's just journalists. Like, who are people? Like, let's see. The Lexman's still around. Well, he's not just Alex. Just Alex is still around, and OTR Central's still around from my days. JD from NY, I guess, too. Yeah, JD from NY. Yeah, JD from NY is still doing his thing. Like, those three are, like, the bigger YouTubers that, like, still, you know, like, actually get views and stuff like that. What I mean by bigger YouTubers. That still get good, consistent views that don't have any like journalistic background. Everyone else nowadays, they have ties with WWE. It's like I said, it's hard for us to kind of like, it's hard to compete with what's it called, with those people, because a lot of people, when they come to these reviews and stuff like that nowadays, they expect you to have sources and all that other stuff, high production quality and stuff. Now, I'm not saying my production quality is low. I have a good microphone. I have a wonderful camera, but a lot of people expect, you just to have like inside sources, inside details, and everything like that. I don't have anything like that. I should have put Moore Park, California. Chase Oliver, Moore Park. Search that, or Cal Lutheran University, because that's my alma mater. Cal Lutheran University. Or like search like, did I put my new job on there? No, I'm not gonna say where I worked either. Y'all be spamming that place. Actually, I posted a video promoting where I worked. I said, y'all need to like this. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, that's the thing, man. Like, and then also too, a lot of the other people that like that make content like what I do, like the thing is though, they take time, downloading videos, having Patreons. People help them fund their projects so they can tell story. Like a lot of the time now, a lot of people are like wrestling history channels where they go ahead and they say like, was John Cena's title reign ever that good? And they take time with videos and pictures. But the thing at the end of the day, when you look at their YouTube studio, there's no monetization. They're not making money off of it. So they rely on like Patreons to really, really like fund them. The style of like YWC, like how it is now, is just, hey man, you got to get lucky and hopefully one of your videos make it big, or you got to be someone with like inside knowledge or connections. Because sometimes, man, like I went back, like sometimes, well, before I came back to like doing like as consistent, I was like, what are some things when I watch, these people live, what is the thing that I'm noticing the most? And so like the one thing I noticed the most, and this is nothing against these live reviews, but this is what I noticed the most when I was watching them. A lot of them didn't like talking about the stuff live. A lot of them, when they did, that's why I didn't do raw reviews. That's why when I said, you know what, if I'm going to do live stuff, I'm coming back and I'm only going to review something that will make me have fun reviewing it. because the thing was, man, I'd watch, the Raw reviews from all the big channels. I'm talking about all the big channels, and they just seem disinterested. They don't seem like they want to talk about the show. The viewers there are just kind of more there to, enjoy their company than really talk about the show. It's one of those things where it's like, you can tell when people are not into it, but you can tell the reason why they do it is because, hey, that's what gets the views. I ain't gonna lie. I guarantee you, man, if I keep doing AEW reviews weekly or something, people are going to think I'm some AEW shill and I hate WWE. Without any context, they will say that because they will just see AEW reviews. But AEW reviews, just being real, they don't do as well as WWE reviews because, when something's good and fun to watch, fans don't like to support that good and something fun to watch. They like supporting the terrible stuff. Look at all my most successful videos. They're negative videos. They're not positive. They're not fun videos. I can't think of one of my more popular videos that was a good video, that was a positive video. You need great editing to make it. That's why I can edit. I just don't like here's the difference. I can edit. For me personally, I just do that for work. So I don't want to do it when I get home. I like to interact. I work better to interacting with you guys. I feel like that's where my bread and butter is. Talking to people, having a good time. Like, look at this. It's been like 41 minutes since I'm live. Has it felt like 41 minutes? No. Y'all go like, man, dude. Chase goes ahead. He talks. We ask him questions. He answers them. It's just a good dynamic. That's works for me, and that's fine by me. Do I get big from it? Who knows? But I won't know unless I try. Yeah, no, great editing is always imperfect. I totally agree. I'm not saying it's not needed, but I'm just someone where I wouldn't want to put time into it like that. Wrestling Jesus. He's still around. Wrestling was better back then during the old days of the YWC. A lot more fun, dude. Oh, I remember people racing for the reviews. TNA WWE Wars. I missed that. Why did BC of today is so soulless and so smarky? Yeah, they are. WWE at its best is better than AEW at its best. When WWE is on fire, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Okay. Hey, homie. No. Oh, that's a PO box? Okay. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me take a pic. Oh my god, who's calling? Jesus crap, man. People need to stop calling me, man. Okay, let me take a pic so that way I know. All right. Bet. You want anything extra, man? Like, do you want the micro ball? I'll throw something in there. Y'all see it. Y'all will see it, man. You'll see it, Hellcat. PO Box 1322. Yeah, I could do that. Go to the UPS. Hey, Hellcat, I'll say this. I'll go this week. I'll either go this weekend or later this week because I gotta do my schedule. Yeah, I'll probably go this weekend because Saturday I'm going to the WWE pop-up shop and the Super Bowl pop-up shop in LA. So I'm so excited the Super Bowl's coming here. This is really legit when the Super Bowl's coming, man. So, but yeah, Hellcat, don't worry. I like you'll know when I send it, okay? But yeah, if you can, did you not find me in Facebook? How'd you not find me? I'm literally Chase Oliver. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, that way I can message you and send you the tracking and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I'm just saying some of these wrestling channels nowadays actually come across as shields. Oh, yeah. Like, here's the thing, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Once I start training and I know there's progress, the YouTube channel is disappearing. I do not care. I'm pulling a trademark. I'm deleting everything from my past because the thing is, I know wrestling investigators. Like, look, homies like you, Degenerate, Yagan King, Venom Hernandez, and stuff. Y'all will still be around. It's just my current Twitter, that shit's going dark. Like, I'm going private mode on that. I'm changing my picture, changing my name on there, so no one knows. Oh, this is Chase All. Whenever I become a wrestler, and what I'm talking about is like when it's like whenever I become, and everyone's like, oh no, don't, no. I know how these fans are, man. They find shit, man. I ain't dealing with that junk. This YouTube's gonna go private. whatever I do on I'm telling y'all will be all like, man, what happened to Chase? And they'll be like, hey, you all will know. Y'all will know because I made it. I know how wrestling fans are, man. They Google stuff. They're like the best private investigators in the world, man. We really need wrestling fans to use their Googling skills to become private investigators, man. We really need them to do actual real life work. So stop doing all this other stuff. Like investigate real life work. We need your Googling skills for that. We don't need you to find out who Sammy Guevara's dating. We need to find out where all these terrible human beings are running around on planet Earth. I swear, wrestling Twitter, man, they find anything, man. Oh God, yeah, dude. Like WWE PG fans would hate it, and then it was like before you're a boomer, it was like, ugh, you're one of those Attitude Era fans. It's like, man, what the heck, dude? It was like such a debate between people. Oh yeah, 06 and 07 TNA was my favorite, man. Dude, TNA, like, oh, the Tito Ortiz video. Literally me just laughing at Tito Ortiz got like so many views. It was like the funniest thing ever. Random thoughts, but have you ever seen Santa Slay starring Goldberg? No. It's a horror slasher movie about Bill killing people as Santa? Oh, that sounds sick, actually. I'll watch it during Christmas time. I'll put that on my Christmas list. I feel like us wrestling fans got used to it being negative and rant on stuff too much. Yeah, like nowadays too. Like we also got to keep in mind nowadays, people are a little bit more. What's it called? People are a little bit more understanding of like mental health and understanding of people's like position in life and stuff. And I'm glad that people are more understanding about it. Like back then, we didn't care. Like there would be people like, hey, I'm sad, and we'd be like, man up and stuff like that. But I'm glad it's taking a more progressive change. I'm not saying it like I know a lot of people be like, oh, that's just softness. Like to me personally, man, look, you gotta take care of mental health, man. Mental health is no joke. We're gonna end it on this one. The TNA fanboys are the legit most toxic human. I hated talking about TNA a lot of the times because those fanboys back in the day, holy moly. I debated a fanboy on this channel. I debated a TNA fanboy. Rock solid EJ. Good guy. Nothing bad about EJ. EJ's a good guy. Good champion, man. Love that he came on the show. But man, dude, sometimes when they would defend TNA, I'm like, oh, I don't even know what you're trying to defend. Like, a lot of people think AEW fans are bad. Oh, no. You see, AEW fans have a justification because their product is actually pretty darn good. It's not the hottest shit I've ever seen, but it's a pretty darn good product. TNA, when it was bad, and it was just like Dixie Carter was like the main thing, Magnus was your world champion, and there was a bunch of other junk. And then they had tapings of shows that ended up being like Matt Hardy won the title, but he had to vacate it. People were defending this. People were overly defending TNA, and it's like, dude, they are not going to pay you. In fact, TNA did pay people to like defend them, and then it turned out like those people like they're no longer big deals anymore on the internet. Like they felt, oh, I'm defending TNA, I'm making these TNA reviews. No one cared after they left. So yeah, but yeah, no, TNA, man, TNA did their thing, man. It was like, oh man, dude, but yeah, man, those fans. They were vicious, man. You made like a joke about, them not getting paid or anything like that. Oh, the fans would attack. The fans would literally be like, sharks in the water trying to attack you. Oh, TNA fans. But yeah, that was that was like the bad times of wrestling and stuff like that. I'm not saying WWE fans are innocent. WWE fans, they're weird, man. Like especially the ones that just watch WWE. Like they're weird. Like they have this weird I don't know, they have this weird protection. Like they need to protect the company for no reason. Like they feel like, oh, if I protect the company, it's like they have to protect their fanhood. It's like protecting your manhood, but except you're protecting your fanhood. It's weird. And then AEW fans, they're just AEW fans. They're vicious, but they're also at the same time like you just know debating or discussing anything with a super diehard AEW fan, it's out of the picture. Because no matter what AEW does, they always try to justify, like, oh, well, you know, it's better than the Fed. And it's like, y'all shouldn't be comparing the two companies. Like, you don't go to Burger King and be like, oh, well, it's better than McDonald's. Who cares? You went to, if you like Burger King, you like Burger King. You all don't need to defend AEW. See, it's like the bad AEW fans are the ones that just keep talking about AEW and how great it is, and instead of just leaving it at that, they always add the extra, it's better than the Fed. When they keep saying that, that's when I'm like, y'all need to stop thinking about other things, man. Like, it's just wrestling, bro. Y'all can just watch, man. Y'all can just watch. Any fan that goes against WWE is toxic. Just saying. What do you mean by that? I just want clarification. I'm glad you reviewed AEW on a non-biased perspective. I'm reviewing it as a casual. I'm a casual. Like, here's the thing. AEW's product is meant for what? The lapsed wrestling fan. Now, do I have some hardcore knowledge? Yes. Am I an armchair booker? Yes. I am not saying I'm like the most perfect fan on planet Earth. I just have opinions. And for me, I am someone, when I review AEW, I want someone who comes into the review to say, hey, what does this guy think of this show? But not think of it as me like, oh, I'm trying to bash AEW, this or that. No. I'm trying to tell you guys as a fan that, is not really that hardcore into wrestling anymore. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Chase, you got belts and action. I'm a collector. I'm still a collector, man. This is where sometimes people will see this back here and get confused. I'm a collector. I also have Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and sports trading card back there and a giant ass Iron Man Funko Pop. I am a collector. If I turn to my messy shoe section right here, I am a collector. Sneakers and all, Funkos and statues. I am still a collector of stuff. I've always wanted replica belts, and I got them because I wanted them. I was like, you know what? I'm in Vegas. I just graduated college. Let me get a fucking belt. But at the end of the day, I'm a casual. I'm not as hardcore as I used to be. I don't watch Raw. I really don't. I literally don't watch Raw anymore. I literally don't watch Raw. What do you guys? This is my room. Shoes and Funkos, bed. That's the room tour. TV and PlayStation. It's a small ass room. What do you want a room tour for? You just want people to bully me like they used to back in the day. Back in the day, oh man, I used to get clean your room. People would think my room was messy just because my bed was messy behind me, man. Like, bro, my room is clean. Like, yeah, okay, yes, I'll admit this is kind of a mess right here. Those are all boxes and stuff I need to take care of. But that's my shoe collection, man. Once I get my other closet cleaned up, that's when it's good to go. But yeah, no, like I'm so what's it called? I am someone where it's just, hey man, I just do my thing. Yeah, I just do my thing, man. And to me personally, I'm a lapsed wrestling fan. I'm someone that wants to bring a more casual perspective when talking about wrestling, but I also have a deep knowledge of professional wrestling. Not saying I'm the most knowledgeable, but I do have some quick knowledge and stuff. Do you know when I will get the theme you were going to send me so I can look out at the post office? Well, let's see. Today's Thursday. I could make it. No, well, tomorrow's Thursday. I could make a trip to the post office on Friday by my work. Yeah. I think maybe on Friday. I'll look to send it out, and then when I do the Friday stream, I'll let you know, Hellcat. So, yeah, because then I'll send you because I want to get you the tracking number. Find me on Facebook, bro. Just search up Chase Oliver at Moorpark so I can get you the tracking number because I want you to at least be able to keep track of it and stuff. I'll purchase tracking, but yeah, I'll give you the Anna. Do you really want it? Do you want to? It's bent. I feel bad. I mean, so yeah. I feel bad just saying it to someone that's all bent up. Anything that's seen as an alternative to WWE usually have some toxic fanboys. Oh, yeah. Like, I just don't get it where it's just like, hey, man, like, can't you just like ignore it? Like why do you have to make like side comments like that? That's my thing, where it's just like, we get it, you think the fans are stupid, we get it, you don't like WWE, fine, you don't have to make side comments, y'all could just live your life. But these hardcore fans, man, they love just doing their thing, where they just like love like I mute them on Twitter immediately when I see some crazy AEW fan. Like, I don't care if you like everything with AEW, that's totally fine. If you're someone like you're just pro AEW, I have no problem with that. It's when I start seeing you like having to defend AEW by comparing it to another company, that's when I'm like, okay, y'all don't need to do that. Just say you like AEW, move on. I don't care if people like freaking Raw every week or SmackDown every week. That's their opinion. I can't watch Raw every week. I don't expect those people to change my mind, and I don't expect to change their mind. Same with SmackDown. I watch SmackDown, but I don't feel like reviewing it because most of the reviews would be boring. I do mock stuff. I tried doing a mock SmackDown review, and I hated it. I literally hated me doing a SmackDown review. It was just me liking Roman Reigns and saying, why is this on the show? Why? I'm like, oh, God. At least with AEW, you saw tonight, I thought the episode was solid, but I bragged about the main event. I loved the main event. And I went on and talked about the other things on the show just really quickly that I didn't care about. And I feel more entertained by it. That's just how it is. I don't hate WWE. I like talking about WWE pay-per-views or premium live events. And when it comes to, like their weekly shows, I can't do it. I just can't. So, yeah. I think WWE is really going to sell itself, man. How crazy would Kevin Feige? That'd be funny. You're a collector of Gillette razors, barbershop clippers, and Nike shoes, just the black and white color. Oh, that's cool. Gillette razors. Do they have like a top of the line razor or something? Yeah, man. I have a bunch of sneakers, man. I have some heat too, man. I have a good sneaker collection. I feel like I could say this. I have the best sneaker collection in YWC. YWC. Whoever wants to challenge me, they can challenge me. But I got some heat, bro. Look at this right here. By the way, not a lot. I did not buy a lot of these on resale. These are all sneakers / confirmed / Foot Locker FLXWs. I feel like that's a great way to end it. But thank you guys so much for this live stream. Going to be doing a Q&A live stream Thursday. Friday, I'm just going to change the title a bit. It's going to be like a Q&A, but we're just going to call it Chilling with Chase. Saturday, I'm going to the WWE Superstore in LA. It's like a pop-up shop, WWE pop-up shop in LA. And then also WWE pop-up shop in LA. And then that stream, I'm going to review you guys everything I got from the pop-up shop if I do end up buying stuff. So, yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. Soon enough, I'm going to just grab these videos and download them and like cut them up. So that way on like certain days, if I don't feel like streaming, there will be stream highlights. Maybe you'll see a couple stream highlights tomorrow or Friday. Haven't decided when I want to do it. It does take time to download and re-listen to everything and stuff. But yeah. Jackhammer City, you're going to kill it. Dude, just think you're Goldberg, bro. Just do it like Goldberg and you'll kill it, man. Guaranteed. But no, you're going to kill it, bro. I feel it. Anyways, guys, take care. Have yourself a good one. Follow me on Twitter. Peace.